Hello, it's Jim Jam from the Is It Isekai podcast, where I podcast with my co-host Frost. But right now, I got another anime review for you. As you know, I like to do these reviews, give it about 10 minutes to talk about new and returning anime for the current season. It is the fall of 2024, and we got a bunch of new anime that are coming out. I'm going to talk about one of them right now, and this one actually doesn't have too many parallel thought situations that are happening. I mean, kind of, sort of, but not really. Once again, it is a adventure. Well, you can see the trailer behind me if you can already guess, but it's an adventure-based anime. There's clans and parties and all different classes, yada yada yaka schmackabitty. But in this case, the main character doesn't want to be in the party anymore. He actually tried to retire, but then they forced him to be the leader. Now he's the leader of a clan, which is a bunch of parties put together, but he really doesn't want to be. Is he strong? Is he weak? I guess we'll find out eventually. He thinks he's weak, but then yet he's the leader for some reason. And he has a bunch of relics that seem like they're pretty OP, and that's interesting for somebody to have so many, even though he's weak. I don't understand. The anime that I'm talking about, though, is Let This Grieving Soul Retire. So right off the bat, we already get the idea that the main character does not want to do what he is doing. Let this grieving soul retire. We come to find out as well that the grieving soul is the name of his party, which he is a part of with five of his other, I'm looking at the trailer right now, 5 of his other childhood friends that all grew up. They're all of different classes, so it's a good party situation, and they're all OP apparently, except for him, which makes no sense because he tried to retire and then he was the leader. I'll say this again, that's very strange, but he wanted to retire, hence the name of the title of the anime, but he's the lead. I really don't understand. When the episode starts, he's just there at the tavern where apparently some clan is recruiting new people, and he's acting like a regular person, but then he come to find out he's the leader of the party that's the OP party of the clan, the top party of the clan. Sure, that makes sense. I gotta tell you, when they were talking about all that stuff, I kind of tuned out because I'm like, what is going on here? Clearly he's the main character because I've watched the trailer, and yet he's acting like he's not. And then it's like, if he's such an OP person, how does nobody... But then you see that they're wearing masks, but then he gets found out anyway because one of the party members of the clan has like some kind of infatuation with him. Anyways, Cry Andrew is the name of the main character that we are following for this anime. And yeah, it's kind of a mystery as to what's going on exactly with the clan system. So trying to see what is different about this adventurer's world than other ones, and is it an isekai? Hence the title of our podcast. No, this is actually not an isekai, which is very interesting. Not an isekai once again. So very much like, is it weird to pick up girls in the dungeon? Wrong. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? Sure, Jim Jam remembers names. And the other one where it's another adventurer one from last season, which is very interesting. I mean, yeah, Osan, adventurer, I parry everything. Yeah. Not an isekai. Very strange. So, yeah, it gives me that kind of vibe where the OP character is OP, yet is trying not to be, which makes no sense to me. It rhymed and I didn't even mean it to. But I have high hopes because I want to see his friends come in. Right now we got like foreshadowing of his friends. They don't actually show up in the main episode. It's just him doing leader people stuff. And we come to find out how the system works there, and the one party clan member that has a infatuation with him, and we meet some other solo adventurers that are trying to join the clan. Standout characters there. Want to see what if they are actually any good, which will be interesting. Do they make it into the party? Do they make it into the clan itself? Any of the parties? Right now, they got to run and do chores, which is an interesting concept because it's like a quest that nobody really wants to do. So as punishment, the guild master makes the offending clan, party, whatever, complete these chores. So it's kind of a build-up to the second episode to see what exactly is going on with his chores. And of course, you can see in the trailer, there's a bunch of characters, mostly that we have not seen, which is interesting because 3 of the 4 characters that were introduced in the... Well, they're there. No, they're not really there. In the trailer, we don't really see... Well, there's that one guy. Yep, he was in there. He got kicked all the way across the room right into the bar. That was interesting. So... we don't really see them in the trailer, but they showed up in the main... Oh, no, there they go. All right, so something happens with this quest that they're about to go on for the 2nd episode. So I have hopes for that. And then also, all his relics that he has. What do they do? Where did he get them from? If he's such a weakling, I feel like you wouldn't have that many OP relics. I mean, most of them look to be rings. He had the chain, and he did a good job with that chain. He went down there, and yeah, Jim Jam likes that. That was pretty nice. If you know anything about my favorite anime, there's a theme. Let's see here. What else is there? Yeah, the fact that he's hiding his strength, it seems like. I want to know what his actual powers are. That's just crazy. He's made the leader. I feel like somebody would have figured that out by now, that he's not really strong, but he's the leader of the strongest party in the strongest clan in this town. Really want to know what that's from. Also, his little fan team member, clan member. What's her story? Because she seems to be pretty OP too, just kicking people really hard. Oh, very interesting indeed. We also want to know, especially his childhood friends who are clearly OP. Who are they and where are they and why are they not helping run this clan? It doesn't make any sense. Who are these people? Why are they here? How did this happen? And it seems to be like one of the parties in the clan is kind of like the Imperial Knights or something. They're they are very like have like a uniform going on there, as you can see there. I forgot what his name starts with a G or something like that. So how did they all get together? I want to know. There's a lot of backstory here. They kind of jump to the end of this story because we already see that he's like accustomed to his job. Of course, yes, we got to see who the bad people are, the villains of this whole entire thing. So yeah, it's very interesting to see what's going on here. I am excited because it's another adventurer, and actually it's not an isekai. I'm excited about that a little bit. I just want to see I want to see how his friends got to be so OP. They kind of just went from kids to young adventurers to OP characters. So what's going on there? Do they ever come up, party up, and fight people? I want to see right now it's only 3 solo adventurers that are trying to join that we kept up on, and we got some introduction to. Even though the tavern was full of people, 3 of them got chosen for some reason. They all got put into a party with the fangirl out of nowhere to go on a quest. Is it just going to be all chore quests? Are we going to get some like OP kind of quests? Everybody in the clan, in town or whatever, the multiple clans, are they going to come together and like fight the main characters? How far of world building are we going to get in the first season? So many questions so far with this anime, but apparently we're not going to get them answered right now, hopefully before the season's over, and we're definitely not going to get it answered in this review episode. So stick with Jim Jam here, see what happens, and you'll see my overview of the first season. Spoiler warning already. I'm giving you spoiler warning before the season even really begins, because there's only 1 episode so far. This is Jim Jam. I have a podcast. I'm going to put the link below to the page so you can go on to all the podcast platforms and listen to it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share on these videos. Let me know what you think of this anime, and also like, I guess I could watch some other anime. If you haven't seen the review on it there, let me know in the comments below which ones you'd like me to review off of. Trying to get more content out there, and there's not any way we would be able to cover all of this in the podcast episodes, especially doing 1 a week. It's like so much stuff would news and everything would go by before we even get to that particular specific anime, whichever word you want to use there, and talk about it in the podcast. It's just not possible. So hopefully with these YouTube reviews, you guys get a little bit more content, and it will let you know what we're thinking. Frost is going to jump up here and do something with this eventually. But this is Jim Jam. Is it Isekai? New episodes of the podcast come out Tuesdays of the month. We're doing well so far. October's here. We're hopefully every Tuesday you're getting an episode, and these YouTube reveals will come out at some point. Getting some kind of cycle going here, but we'll see. For now, that is all. Catch us next time. Bye.